sitting here for a while, like trying to decide what I want to do. I think I've decided that I'm going to do this look that I posted on my Instagram. For some reason it looks really blue on the screen, but basically it's like these reverse kind of smoky eyes where I have blue on the top and purple on the bottom on one eye, and then purple on the top and blue on the bottom on the other eye, so it kind of like flip-flops around. It's kind of like what Nikki Tutorials did. I think she did it for Pride Month or something like that, where she had like the green and yellow and some other color on the top, and it was like a fade, and then the purple and blues on the other side, and then she reversed it on the bottom. But I wasn't trying to copy her because I've actually been thinking about doing something like that for a really long time, but she kind of beat me to it. If you haven't seen it, you definitely should check her out. Nikki Tutorials. I will even link her channel down below because she's amazing and freaking hilarious. Like, just go to her channel, watch some of her videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. Love her. Okay, so to get started, I am going to take off all the makeup that I have on already. This is just makeup that I have had on all day, and it is melting off my face, pretty much. So I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe and clean that up. And my cats are fighting outside. Whenever I use makeup wipes, I never feel like they fully get all like the grease and stuff off. So if I am using a makeup wipe to get my crap off at the end of the day, I'll usually go over it with some toner. This toner I really like, although I do have sensitive skin and it's definitely not ideal for sensitive skin. I like it because it's tea tree oil, so it definitely doesn't bother me as much as other toners have, but I'm still looking for a toner that is good for sensitive skin, if that even exists. Toners are pretty acidic, so who knows, but if you like tea tree oil, you'll love this stuff. And then I just rub. I always pay just as much attention to my neck because I don't want to have this nice, beautifully well taken care of face and then your neck is just like it's just as important. Man, I've never done a talk through before, and it's made me realize how much I hate not being able to listen to music while I do this. Kind of sucks. I'm going to start this look off with eye primer, and I'm going to use this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion that I've had for a long time that I finally need to just use up. I'm just going to start by applying that to my lids. First I'm going to start with a shade that is similar to my skin tone. I'm just taking this BH Cosmetics matte palette and I'm just going to go over that eye primer just a little bit, just mainly in like the transition area, because I do want the lid to be nice and pigmented, where I'll need that transition, that smooth transition from the crease colors to my skin. I'm going to take a light taupey brown shade, and I'm using the Maybelline The Nudes palette. And I actually have them numbered because whenever I do brides, I have to remember what eyeshadows, like whenever they do bridal trials, I have to remember what eyeshadows I used on them. But anyways, yeah, I'm just using the number 5 right there. I'm just using this brush to apply this taupey brown shade into my crease. And if you can see, I am kind of applying it above. I'm kind of like making the appearance that my crease is higher than it is, because that'll make my lid look like it's bigger than it is, which will make my eyes look bigger than they are in general. So I'm just applying this first, just kind of putting it on there and then swirling it at the edges here to really blend them out. And then I'm going to bring that shade a little bit onto the outer corner of my eye here. And I'm going to place a little bit on the inner corner of my eye. then I'm gonna take a small little crease brush. Well, this one is like more like a medium-sized crease brush. I'm gonna take the number 8 color from that palette, and I'm gonna start deepening that halo by applying it to the same area that I applied the taupe shade, or the number 5 shade. I'm just putting it in a tighter area, so more concentrated. And then I'm just carrying it across the crease here, and then taking that into my very inner corner here. And then I'm going to pick up that brush that we applied the number 5 shade with, and I'm going to blend out that darker color. So right there you can just stop. I'm actually going to pick up a little bit more of that taupe shade and bring it in a little bit further so that there's more of a gradient whenever we place the colors in the middle. Perfect. This is the BH Cosmetics Everything is Beautiful and Wonderful palette. Just kidding, that's not what it's called, but everything in this palette is beautiful and wonderful. This is the Foilized palette. Like if I'm just at work and I think about this palette, I'm just like, I miss you. I have these numbered as well. I really don't use anything in here for my brides for obvious reasons. Brides aren't typically gonna go for anything like this unless they wanted it. I mean, hey, if that's their thing, that's their thing. But anyways, I'm just gonna take the number 25 here. It's this bright peacock blue. I'm just going to actually take that on my ring finger here. It's just like that. And I'm just gonna plop that in the middle. Bringing it up to where that crease color starts. Making sure that I'm applying it evenly all the way up. You can pick up a little bit more if you want to. I'm going to take this Lorac Loveless Lace palette, and I'm going to take, whoops, wrong way, this brown shade in. I'm going to take it on a small pencil brush. This is the Delium Tools 780 brush. And I'm just going to deepen the halo a little bit. A little bit. And then I'm going to blend it out with that same Delium Tools 776 brush. Go back to that taupey brown shade, the number 5. Run that under my lash line here. I'm really kind of wanting to blow the bottom lash line out. So now I'm going back into that number 8 color from the Maybelline palette, and with a little teeny tiny pencil smudger brush, I'm applying that to my bottom lash line, making it a lot tighter in. And then a little tiny bit of that brown shade from the Lorac Loveless Lace palette. And applying it in basically the same area I just applied that dark number 8 shade. Okay, so then I'm going to take a small little flat brush. This is the Delium Tools 755 brush. And I'm going to take the number 24 shade in that palette. I'm just going to run that purple shade right along the bottom lash line here. With that little tiny pencil smudger brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over that purple a little bit just to help blend everything together. I'm going to take my favorite eyeliner brush. This is the Smashbox Artist Liner Brush. It is beautiful and wonderful, and I love it. And I'm going to go in with the Mary Kay Gel Liner. So I'm just taking that gel liner, just lining my eyes. Just making it thinner as it goes towards the inner corner of my eyes and thicker as it goes towards the outer corner. I'm going to go ahead and start creating a wing here. So I just start from the bottom lash line here and I just slowly pull it straight out. By the way, I'm just doing one eye for you guys here because you're gonna repeat the exact same steps, but you'll just reverse the colors. The blue and the purple, you'll just reverse them, but using the exact same technique. I'm going to just start to bring it back in and connecting it to the one that we've already made. Also going to take that on the bottom lash line here. So then I am going to use the CoverGirl Star Wars mascara, which I love so much. First I'm just applying it to my bottom lashes here and I'm almost out, so it's going to take me a little bit. I'm gonna go do my other eye using the exact same application techniques and everything. I'm just gonna reverse the blue and the purple and I'm gonna come right back and we'll do the rest of our face. Okay, we are back and I have done my other eye and as you can see I switched the colors. I also went ahead and did my eyelashes. I think I've decided I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation. I'm actually just taking it from the BBU palette here and just kind of start dotting it on my face. I'm going to take my Real Techniques multitask brush and I'm going to blend that into my skin here. Okay, so then I'm gonna flip over the palette here from the foundation side to the concealer side. I am going to take the shade Warm Ivory. Put that under my eyes here. And if you go over your eyeshadow there a little bit, that's okay. Don't freak out. We can go back and blend it over top of the concealer. No big deal. I'm gonna take that down my nose, onto my chin. And I'm just gonna blend that with my finger. I'm gonna take the Mary Kay loose powder in the shade Ivory 1. I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush like this and just set my whole face. I'm going to contour and I'm using the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I'm gonna take the shade number 6 there. And I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics brush. It doesn't have a name on it, but it's just like this big, thick, fluffy brush. It's so soft and I love it. And I start by dotting it on, just because, especially since I have a cream foundation on, sometimes those contour shades won't blend over it too nicely if you kind of pull it, you know? And then once you kind of have that powder on, you can start really blending it in. You can pull your cheeks like this to really see where your cheekbone is. To really see where that socket is, so you know exactly where to place your contour. Moving on to blush, I am going to take the Milani Dolce Pink Baked Powder Blush and I'm going to take that on this little brush that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag. I'm just very, very lightly dusting that onto my cheekbones here. Okay, and now going back to that highlight and contour palette from NYX, I'm going to take the very lightest highlight shade in that palette, and I'm taking another little BH Cosmetics brush. This is just like a little dense, flat, fluffy brush, and I'm just taking that, tapping off any excess, and I'm just going to place that at the very tippity top of my cheekbones here. Very, very lightly on the tip of my nose, just to give it a little bit of dewy and shine. Right here on my Cupid bow. So then to finish off the look, I'm going to take the new Urban Decay Revolution lipstick. I think that's what it is. I'm so confused by their website because it's saying that it's like the Vice lipsticks, but the packaging says that it's Revolution lipstick, so I don't really know what's going on there. So I'm just going to place that on my nose. And that is the finished look, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you had fun just, you know, chatting and learning about makeup and doing makeup and stuff like that. I hope that you learned something new, and please don't forget to subscribe so that you can keep up with all my latest and greatest videos, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Thanks so much. Bye. We just got a new kitten. Now she's meowing at the door. Say hi. Oh, okay. Say hi. This is Coconut. Look at what she does whenever you pick her up. This is what she does with her paws. She just goes back and forth between strips. Oh, okay, never mind.